I'm not late. I'm not late. I did it before 11:01. I did. I'm not late. I'm on time. On time. I'm on time. I'm on time. I'm on time. I'm not late. I'm on time. I'm on time. I'm on time. I started 11. I started 11. Uh. Precisely on time. Of course I am. What do you take me for? Good morning, everyone. I fell out of bed today. Are you okay? I'm okay. Khan! Khan, it's so good to see you. Cheese to see you. What were those bottom noises? I'm not hurt. I caught myself, like, before I fully fell out. I was, like, half out of my bed. And I did fall out of bed today. I might not have gotten enough sleep again. I had to wake up early today. And instead of going back to bed, instead of going back to bed like I should have, I just played video games with men. Until I got too tired, and then I fell asleep. And then I woke up, but then I was like, whoa! Because I was falling out of my bed. But then I caught myself with my hand, so I'm okay. I did bump my head twice yesterday, though. I bumped my head. I bumped my head on the car, the car on the way out, like the top of the car frame, the door on the way out. And then I was taking a shower, and then I bumped my head on the shelf. And then my brother was knocking at the door, and he was like, "Snoopy, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was more just embarrassed because I had hit my head before that, just like 1 hour before that. Stop lying, you're not that tall. Are you calling me a fibber? Do you, like, bump your head into everything to test its strength like a little baby rhino? No, I bump my head into everything because I'm a stupid idiot. Like a little baby boy. I'm not... We gotta get Snoopy a race car bed so this never occurs again. Well, let's have like a nice edge. For all intents and purposes, I would not have rolled out of my bed if I did have the Lightning McQueen bed frame, because I'm pretty sure there's like a little rim that stops me from rolling out. How much does a Lightning McQueen... On an unrelated note, how much does a Lightning McQueen bed frame cost? I got an hour of packing now while you have to go over. Oh, sounds good. Good job on the progress. Also, good morning, Haku. Haku-chan. Haku hentai. My apologies, Snoobussy. I hate being alive. I hate being alive. Oh, I forgot to put... Oh, shoot. Give me a second. Walmart has it for $270. $270 is a steal. They're giving it away. Cry! Hi, Cry. Cheese to see you. Hi, Cry. Are you excited to play D&D? I'm excited to play D&D. Oh, whoa. Has anyone ever told you that your art for the characters is super, super, super cool? I know Dust does all the time. But I figured you should hear from me too. You do it. Sus stretch. What's so sus about my stretches? Is a man not allowed to stretch in the comfort of his own room? Is there no music? Has it just been dead silence this whole time and none of you have told me anything? Someone take responsibility for this. Someone take responsibility for this, quickly. Sammy's pregnant. Alright, who did it this time? Own up to this. Me. I did it. It was sore last time, though. It was an accident. I unfortunately was carrying a large pile of books. And since I'm a bit of a klutz, I bumped into something, tripped and fell directly onto my big brother's firm and plump lips. And then I accidentally kissed my big brother for like 12 to 20 seconds. And the rest is history. Apologies, my liege. I forgot to hit the big red cartoonish button on my desk that starts the music. Thank you for taking responsibility for this. I'm glad there's at least someone on my moderation team that's mature enough to take responsibility. I haven't loaded up my model yet, have I? I've just been sitting here. Well, you know what? This is why I pay big money for fancy little animation things so you can look at it, though. So, you know what? You just keep staring at it. Maybe I won't turn on my model. This is what you get. This is what you get. You have any idea how much I paid for this animation? It's a good ass animation too. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Stop what you're doing and look at the animation. At least $3. This is true. Alright, let me load up my idiot model. Brat Eddie, also the Catarts. Absolutely. Speaking of brat energy, we walked in a card shop yesterday and it smelled a very particular smell. It didn't smell particularly bad, but there was a smell. I'm not sure if it was a body odor or if there was some sort of chemical agent being used in the premises. I think it was probably body odor, though. They were playing Magic the Gathering. It reminds me of a certain animal brand. Bleh. Huh. What was I talking about? Card shop. It was smelly. It was smelly. Very reminiscent of Anime Expo. Very smelly. Very smelly place. Too many people. Too many people there. I'm sure many of them were quite clean, but some of them were not very clean. And their smell permeated the premises. When is this new Expo? Are you asking me for me to put myself on display? What kind of freak do you think I am? I'm supposed to load on my model. I got distracted. I've had a new little hyperfixation this week. I've been playing a lot of that Blue Protocol game. It just came out. It's been pretty fun. I used to play a lot of MMOs, though. What's the type? I get very fixated on grinding games. The game kind of sucks. It is very pretty to look at, though. Yeah. Oh. No, it is not time to be financially responsible. Why would I do something like that? Veldnava, thank you so much for the follow. Veldnava24, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Listen, just because it sucks doesn't mean I wasn't having fun with it. I don't know how long I'll be playing with it, though. It's got a pretty good character creator. You can make a little creature of a... You can make a little creature, tiny little boy man. It was fun for what it is, though. It's kind of a weird game, though. Some old man in China said, hey, look at this Genshin Impact game. What if we made an MMO, like Genshin Impact? And then they did it. But then they didn't invest nearly as much money as they needed in order to make something like Genshin Impact. And so you get this very janky, unoptimized mess with not a whole lot of clear direction on what it wants to be. It also kind of, I'm pretty sure it was meant to be played as a mobile game, I'm pretty sure. You gotta get money's worth out of this game. The game is free to play. I'm sure the patch would. I'm not sure they will. I highly doubt that. I'm talking about like the fundamentals of the game. Yeah, you've been playing it non-stop for the last... Okay, just because... You people are something else. Just because something sucks doesn't mean I can't enjoy it, okay? Luke, good morning. I enjoy plenty of suck games, okay? Hollow Knight is a suck game, okay? I enjoyed that for a little bit until the game kept sucking and sucking. And it kept sucking and slurping. And it sucked me dry until I did nothing left to give it. And then I never stopped playing Hollow Knight. And now I'll never play it again. Even though I'm like 2 hours away from beating the game. Time is money, and brother, am I poor. What are we up to today, ominous noob? I left a review for Hollow Knight. It wasn't on Steam. It wasn't particularly well received. Let me see if I can find it. Where can I find my review for this? Here it is. Wow, this is a very aggressive review. I don't remember writing this. You got flamed, didn't you? Yeah, I got flamed. That mentality explains the millions of Pokemon Scarlet Violet sales. Whoa, not at all, Haku, not at all. Don't you dare lump me in with the degenerates that still play modern Pokemon, okay? How dare you even insinuate that I'm anything like those Nintendo adults? Disgusting. That game doesn't work. And you know what's the worst part? Those idiots buying the game know the game doesn't work, and they buy it anyways. And the Switch 2 comes out, and the new Pokemon Z is coming out. It's Legends. It's a new Pokemon game. Finally, new Pokemon game. What happened to all the buzz about this being priced out of it? You guys, the things are getting too expensive. The Switch games are more expensive now. Buggy. Hollow. Day 1 DLC. Slop. Nintendo Adult is a new Disney Adult, it seems. Ay. What happened to all the buzz? What happened to all the buzz about Nintendo? The game is getting too expensive now. And the Switch 2 is so expensive. And the lack of physical games and stuff. Next gen is Roblox Adult. Well, I'll be dead before then, so I'll be okay. Anyways, for those of you who purchased Pokemon Z Legends, I hope you're having a good time. Pre-launch DLCs. Pre-launch DLCs is awesome and incredible. But they say in Z you can move during the fights. That's something my cousin and I were dreaming about for so long already. You know what I've been dreaming about? A good Pokemon game. And I guess I'll keep dreaming for the rest of my fucking life. This is what it takes to earn $90 for Nintendo. You can now move. New feature unlocked after 40 years of the series. You can now move. I just ripped out a key from my keyboard. I got so heated. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Silly Star. Roblox Adult is getting my mother to play Doors with me. Aw, that's so sweet. If you can connect with your mother over Roblox, then that's super sweet. Me personally, I don't really play Roblox though. Nintendo got spoiled and bratted out of their minds, so this is what they get away with. Sounds familiar? maybe Nintendo's actually awesome. I actually have been a big fan of Nintendo this whole time, actually. Like, yeah, sure there's little things you could talk about, the little mistakes here and there, but overall they still make some of the best games out in the market, and really, their quality control is completely unmatched, and not to mention the consistency of their long-standing titles. It's pretty impressive. I'm a big Nintendo fan, actually. It's good to see you, silly. I hope you haven't been working too hard. Thank you for the head pats. Don't worry, I'm sure you can fix your keyboard with some duct tape. It worked for your PC after all. Not quite, A2. I did not use duct tape for my PC. I used Scotch tape because it was nearby. It's the Scotch tape that's right on my desk. Thank you for the hydration redeem. Onomatopoeia 69. I am sipping coffee. Anyways, I'll still be wasting a little more time playing Blue Protocol, but I don't know how much longer I'll be playing that game. Because, I don't know, it's just been a while since I scratched that MMO itch, but I really don't have the time and energy to commit to something like that long term anymore. Not to mention, I'm not sure that game specifically is super worth sticking to long term. The combat does leave a lot to be desired. What's your average MMO honeymoon period then? I don't know. I've played maybe like anywhere from like 1 to 3 weeks, I think, Vale. Anywhere in that range. The only MMO that I've played pretty long term was like Black Desert. That was the only one that I played for a long time. World of Warcraft, I didn't even get past the freaking trial period. I'm not sure if they still do that, but like a while ago, you could play World of Warcraft up to a certain level to story, and I just kind of stopped. Not the biggest World of Warcraft fan. Diablo, I know Diablo's not an MMO, but same idea. Diablo's so fucking boring. I don't know how anyone plays Diablo. Generally don't know how anyone plays that game. It's like Vampire Survivors, but they take everything fun out of the game. I played a little bit of Blade and Soul. That's an old, crusty one. I think the original iteration of Blade and Soul shut down a while ago. It was that Korean MMO with the very... How do you say this? Very shiny, big, busty women. I used to play a lot of Ragnarok around online. I never played Ragnarok. That one's a bit before my time, though. That's an old one. Never played Lineage 2 and Aeon either. I played a little bit of RuneScape, though. Did I ever tell you about that? Did I ever tell you about my RuneScape adventure? It was very, very... I don't even remember how old I was when I tried to play. I do remember RuneScape was a game I tried to... I remember lying on the webpage to make an account because I remember making an account and I entered my real age and it says, you can't play RuneScape. You're too young. You have to be at least 13 to play RuneScape. I'm like, damn, but I'm not 13. I'm like 11 or something. And then days later, I went back to the webpage. I was like, what if perhaps I could lie? I could not tell the truth for my own benefit. And then I did. I pretended I was 16 years old. I said, RuneScape.com. It is I, Snoopy, the real 16-year-old boy. And then RuneScape said, "Oh, come on in, Subi, you real 16-year-old boy. You are well past our minimum age requirement of 13. Come on in. I was like, yes, haha. Finally, I can play RuneScape, the game made for real men that are over 13 years old. Yeah. And then I made an ugly character because the game is ugly. And then I loaded into the ugly world. And then I walked around with my ugly character in the ugly world. And then I went to a pool of water. And then I started fishing. And then I failed the fishing. And I succeeded the fishing. And I got some shrimp. I was like, wow, this is shrimp. This is awesome. And then the game said, you should cook the shrimp. And then I cooked the shrimp. And then I burnt the shrimp. And I said, wow, this game sucks. And then I quit the game and never played RuneScape again. And that's my entire RuneScape adventure. I remember this the next time you ask for an example of a time you've lied. Well, it doesn't count. I was a minor. Dudorada. Welcome to the chat. Or welcome back, Goober. But yeah, Black Desert was something I was really into, though. I don't have statistics for this, but at a certain point I was probably... No one lies, they just intentionally misinform. Also, hi. Cammy, welcome to the chat. My name's Snoopy. Is this your first time joining us today? I don't have statistics for this, but I'm pretty sure I was in the top 10% area in my server for Black Desert Online for a bit. And that's a game I played for years. I was pretty solid at the PvP in that game. I had a good chunk of the very rare items that only a very small percentage of the players had. And boy, did I spend a good chunk of change on that game, too. I'm writing up our marriage license. Sounds good, LA. But yeah. Black Desert is one of those games, those disgusting MMO games where if you try to upgrade your equipment, and if you fail, it either destroys the equipment entirely or it downgrades it. And so yeah, that caused me a lot of stress. A lot of stress. But I was at a point in my life where I just kind of needed a perpetual distraction. I'm very glad I quit, though. Very, very glad I quit. MMOs are not a good thing to sink yourself into, just in general. So after that, I don't remember playing much else. Yeah, I don't think I played any MMO after that. But yeah, the only one I really played was Blue Protocol starting last week. And again, it's a very pretty looking game, but the game was literally designed to be played on a phone. It's like a... You could tell it was kind of a bit of a mobile cash grab game. Doesn't mean it's not fun. It wasn't fun for what it was, though. Well, I'm still playing it a little bit, so... Doesn't mean it's not fun for what it is. Very pretty characters. Goober Gaming Hours. Aw. Now, why is Twitch recommending me to you? Is it trying to tell you something, you goober? Are you perhaps a man-liker? Or possibly a boy kisser? Chair, good morning. I'm glad you can make it today. But yeah, it's really weird to boot up an MMO and then realize the entire structure of the game was modeled after trying to copy Genshin Impact, and so many games try to copy Genshin Impact. Here's the thing, though. Genshin Impact had a budget of like $6 trillion. And other companies try to do that with a budget of $100 and a couple of quarters that they found in their pockets. Boys aren't gay, kissing aren't gay, so why is boy kissing gay? That's a great question. We'll have to ponder that for a little bit. Here, come give me a kiss. It'll help me focus. But yeah, MMOs as a genre in general are completely dead. A dead genre. It's a very, very dead genre. I think the only worthwhile MMO that's still around is probably Final Fantasy 14, I think. And I just don't have the time to get into something like that. I'm sure I would really enjoy Final Fantasy 14. And I'm sure I would make a lot of friends playing that game too. Are we winning today? I fell out of my bed, Cloud. Why didn't you catch me? You're my moderator. You're supposed to catch me. I have an account. We could play it together. You would enjoy it. Don't start. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough. I would definitely enjoy it. But yeah, besides the Blue Protocol, I have not played an MMO for probably like four years now, and I don't think there's ever gonna be an MMO that ever comes out at this point that's gonna be. Well, to be frank, there's never gonna be an MMO that's actually gonna be good at this point. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. I'm okay. I caught myself. Thanks for apologizing and taking responsibility for my fall, though. Now it's all gotcha slop. It's all gotcha slop. I was pretty excited for Duet Night Abyss. Again, another game that was modeled after Genshin and Wuwan stuff. It looks really janky though, and I'm not sure if I'll play that one very much. It just looks so janky. A lot of copycat games exist, but again, they just don't have the development team or the budget to emulate or exceed. Sorry, let me try that again. They don't really have the budget to exceed what they're trying to emulate, so they end up just being like a cheaper version of it. Genres and trends tend to be somewhat cyclical. Yeah, that makes sense. It's something, Cloud. We'll see if we stick with it. It's I don't know if I'll stick with it. It's been scratching the MMO itch ahead, but I don't know. It's I really don't know if I'll stick with it. It's just it really is just a mobile game. It is there. I mean, there's a lot of co-op stuff, but it's just I don't know. Maybe my expectations were a bit high. Is it Genshin 2.0? No. Here's the thing. It's Genshin 0.5. Good morning, Lizzie. How are you doing today? Owie. Oh, I forgot to turn on the throwing thing. I'm sorry. We should make horror games without jump scares meta. Well, what is meta by that standard can be? Meta in the game development sense is what is consistently working and profitable and popular. That's what meta is. Now, Darkwood was fun. I never beat Darkwood though because that game is boring after a while. Great, fantastic atmosphere. Boy, does that game get boring. I really wish you could just sleep on a bed and sleep the night away like in Minecraft. But here's the thing. You need to sit through every single night in your stupid idiot house. And then while the bad guys go, ooh, I'm trying to break into your house. Ooh, bum, 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 bum. I'm knocking on your door. Ooh, I'm scary. But then you go, ah. And then the first night you go, ah, it's so scary. What's knocking on my door? Ah. And then by the time day 7, not day 7, it's still a little. By day 7 you're a little more prepared for it. You're very prepared for it. But by day 14, oh no, it's the 14th time someone's knocking on my door. Ah, 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 ah. Some things that you endure. Ah! I did move to. I got to like the very last safe house. A2. How's the gym going, by the way? Are you a big, strong gamer now? It's been good. I am not strong enough, though. I did arm wrestling with my big brother, but I wasn't able to make his arm move. I'm pretty sure I made it to chapter 2. Or, I don't know. It's like the... Oh, let me remember. I'm not sure. It was the very far left, upper left area on the map, I think. I'm not sure if that's like the end of chapter 1 or something. I'm not sure. The swamp. It might have been the swamp. It was like the upper left area on the map. I'm pretty sure is where I made it to. I don't remember. Shiloh, welcome back. It's good to see you. How have you been? The maps are RNG, if I recall. Or are they? Okay. Well, I vaguely remember making it to the 3rd section-ish. Still, the atmosphere in Darkwood is something that's probably the best in its genre. I think it was Old Woods, yeah. It was probably Old Woods. Oh yeah, thinking about it though, like the wedding, oh my god. Darkwood's atmosphere is super, super amazing. I just got a little tired of the nighttime cycle. Yeah, but it's been so long, I'd have to restart the whole game. And the game kind of takes a while to play through, too. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Clyde. One day I'll be a big and strong man. And I won't be horribly, horribly short. I'm gonna go to the gym so much I'm gonna stretch myself up to 6 feet tall. And if that doesn't work, I will put myself under a hydraulic press and squish myself until I'm 6 feet tall. But yeah, maybe I'll go back to it on my own. I don't know if I'll... It is Halloween season, isn't it? I guess I could play something scary. Are there any new scary games to play during this spooky season? I got a real scary game for you. Whoa, Pokemon Z! Woo! Holiday, woo! The atmosphere is scary but addicting. It's designed to always keep you on edge. The issue with that is that, for me at least, I'm sure it worked for many, many people because it's very popular. Well, it was a fairly popular game. The issue with it for me is that when it's constantly on edge, it gets a little draining. Because when it's a constant thing, and if that ever teeters off, if that constant edge ever teeters off for the player, and it was the case in my case, then that constant edge just becomes constant tedium. What about Little Nightmares? Puzzles. Evil puzzles. Evil ass puzzles. I don't like puzzles. I don't like thinking when I play video games. Especially scary ones. I'm already busy getting scared. Do you not like puzzles or do puzzles not like you? Both. Both. If puzzles liked me, they'd be easier. Play Jollibee. What's Jollibee? You never think, though? Maybe that's why I hate puzzles so much. I like a puzzle that's not too hard. I like a puzzle where I can just keep pressing the buttons and then eventually I get the right answer. Atata! Have a good day at the gym. The key smash technique. I don't. Yeah. I really don't like solving puzzles. I'm not a big thinker. I vaguely remember. I vaguely remember in Resident Evil 2 remake, there's a locker with a 3-digit lock, and I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, 3 digits. That means there can only be a total of 999 options. So I just started at 1, and I just kept moving the knob up by 1, hitting enter. And I think I think I got it that way. I never found out where the code for that safe was. I just counted. I was determined to sit through all 999 possibilities, and eventually I got it. It was like 200 or 300 something, I think. Effort is the issue with you? No, it's not effort. Okay, maybe it's an effort issue. Libby, welcome to the chat. Look, my name's Stubby. I like men. You don't like to try, he man? Why would I? Okay, well, I don't want to try. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, okay? That is serial killer levels of patience. I mean, it worked, didn't it? Thank you, Kobe. Is this your first time joining us today? I don't want to put effort into my video games. Why should I put effort into my video games? Oh, isn't that like the RPG 182? Owie. Look, it's nice to meet you. Not saying you didn't. If anything, I'm impressed. Maybe a moderate amount of effort. Just a reasonable amount of effort. I just don't like puzzles. I want a horror game. I want a horror game with no puzzles. I want a horror game with no puzzles and no jump scares. Yeah. Honestly, I just want a horror game with nothing scary. Actually, no. The puzzles can stay. Stupid game wants to vibe you. I think my... Hi! Himbo, have we met before? You are the second himbo that I've met. I think my ideal horror game... Let me think. So my ideal horror game would preferably have some action in it. The puzzles can stay, but like simpler puzzles. Simpler puzzles that children can solve, and they and maybe like a nice long narrative story. I mean, probably like a big open world for you to explore too. I think it'd be really awesome for horror games to have a big open world we can just run around and explore and like collect things and fight enemies and do puzzles that way. And then you get rewarded for doing that, and you can like collect fast travel points. And I think like a third person I think being in third person would be best suited for that. And then to give it a bit more variety, I think the horror game should also have like multiple characters that you can use. Maybe like 4 characters at once that you can just freely switch between. And then you can see a lot of action and visual effects. Maybe you can like unlock new characters by like spending premium currency to have a chance for new characters. You see my lot on YouTube? Oh, I hope you've been liking the videos, Himbo. And I hope you're having a great day. I stream every Saturday and Sunday. So Snoopy is the target audience for horror walking simulators. No, not walking simulators. There should be action and stuff. But you should also be rewarded with premium currency for doing the daily quests every day. FNAF Ultimate Custom Night. No! No, I'm not playing Five Nights at Freddy's. My computer can't even run the new Five Nights at Freddy's game. I forgot to refund that game. I was gonna play it for one stream, but then I forgot to refund it. So, Mr. Scott Cawthon just stole $50 from me because I forgot to refund that game. I can't even play it. I can't even play it to get my money's worth because my computer can't run it. I'm still upset about that. It's entirely my fault. Sure, it's entirely my fault. Doesn't mean I can't be mad at him for it. It's his fault. It's his fault. It's The problem with fighting in horror games is that if you can fight back too much, it lessens the helplessness necessary to make you truly afraid. That's fair. That reminds me of Subnautica. Dare I tell you about my Subnautica playthrough? Subnautica is a very scary game. Because of the big, evil, scary fish that also swim around the ocean with you. Ow, owie. And so my solution... Yeah, there's like the big Leviathan fish that are very loud and very scary. I can hear them from very far away, and they're huge and very scary. And they eat you. And they're in the deep ocean, and it's terrifying and scary. And I was like, wow, this is awful. I hate this. And so my solution to stop being scared by the big Leviathan fishes was to go around the entire map of Subnautica, and then, one by one, killing every Leviathan. I killed every Leviathan in the game, pretty much. And then I started playing the game normally again. I was like, wow, this game is awesome. I love exploring all of a sudden. Takes a very long time, by the way. Takes a very long time to do that. That's very funny. No, it's not funny. They're scary. What do you expect me to do? Just keep being scared? No. I'm scared, so I have to face my fears and kill everything that I'm scared of. They go, I'm scary. And I go, I'm scared. They did their job too well. They were very scared to me. So I froze them in place, and I stabbed them, 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 and I froze them, and then I stabbed them, and then I stabbed it, and I stabbed it, and then 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 I froze it again, and I stabbed it, and then I stabbed it, and then stabbed it, until it eventually flipped over like a goldfish and started slowly bubbling up into the surface. Boop, 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 boop. And it goes, oh, I'm dead. I go, wow, that was awesome. Time to kill 30 more of them. And then I did. I faced my fears. I killed all the whatchamacallit? I killed all the Reaper Leviathans, except the ones in the caves, because there's just no reason to go there. I killed all the Reaper Leviathans. I killed all the Ghost Leviathans. And then I killed all the Dragon Leviathans. And then I left the planet. And then I left the planet, because that's, spoiler alert, that's what happens when you beat Subnautica. You escape the planet. So, I escaped, but not before utterly destroying the ecosystem of the planet. Face the fear, build the future. What is that from, Hairday? From Horror to Monster Hunter all of a sudden? It was like Monster Hunter, but it was more fun than Monster Hunter. Because I could actually freeze the creatures in place and actually fight them. But in Monster Hunter, they go, I'm angry, I'm gonna flip my tail around. And it's got the most ridiculous hitbox. And I'm annoying. And also my character's a stupid idiot that runs around like a cartoon character. I hate Monster Hunter. I hate Monster Hunter. God, it's so bad. Still one of the worst games I've ever played. Not one of the... Still the worst game I've ever played, by the way. Monster Hunter World. Horrible, horrible, horrible game. Horrible game. Even worse than Dark Souls 2. So we do even like video games? I don't know, Alex. I don't know. That's a great question. Do I even like video games? I'm not sure. Ren! Oh, my God. Voice crack. Oh, I got a little too excited. Ren! Ren's good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Ren. I'm not much of a gamer, to be honest. Lobotomy Corp. It's not Lobotomy Corp. People are playing whatchamacallit? What's the new one? The Limbus Company Corp, whatever. That's one people are playing nowadays, right? Blue Protocol. I was talking about that earlier. Goofy ass game, very pretty game. Very pretty mobile game. I think I've never seen you speaking well of a video game. Well, okay, well, fine. Let me change the narrative a bit. Let me talk about video games that I really like. Inscription. We were talking about Atmosphere earlier. Inscription's Atmosphere is incredible, top notch, and that is blended with an incredible, unique game upon mechanics that you're familiar with, like typical roguelike deck builders. It is just so special and unique of an experience. If you haven't watched, I would not recommend watching a playthrough of Inscription if you don't know anything about it. I would absolutely. Inscription is 100% something I would go in blind. Play Inscription. Definitely top 5 game of all time for me. Fitting that I can talk about this during October because it's a very good little mystery horror experience. So good. It is so good. What else is there? Good games. Favorite games. Are we talking about really good games or just my favorite games? Because I have a lot of games that I really like that aren't like the best games ever. Let me see here. Let me think about it. And Inscription's like the one that comes to mind instantly. Want to play Granblue Relink with me? Ototo, have you beat that game yet? I really liked Granblue Relink. Granblue Relink is a really good game. For a low budget game, Granblue Relink is like a Monster Hunter that's actually fun. Cause it's got pretty consistent like raid boss mechanics. You know, the fun parts of an MMO. It's really cool. Gearing for that game can be a little obnoxious. To be expected from like a Japanese RPG, especially from developers of, you know, a mobile game originally. I haven't, but I'll be continuing. I'm at like the last boss in the game, Ototo. I have not played that A2. That sounds fun though. I'm not sure if I'll do that. I'm not sure how I feel about endless modes. I have played a little bit of Toho. I played Toho when I was like 12 years old. More cappies? Aw. Please share pictures. I found a really big ass capybara at Build-A-Bear. It was very large and rotund, just like a real capybara. I think it would have been like $150 to get one of those though. Oh, are you still unlocking places? Yeah, you have like another 50 hours ahead of you, Toto. Massive. Chunky ass capybara. I haven't been sleeping. I haven't been sleeping. I need to sleep more. One day I'll wake up and stop being eepy. Mods. Mods, can you please get me an energy drink? More stream content for me noted. It's good. Grandma really gives a really good experience. That game's genuinely like an 8 out of 10. Steamy needs to stop sleeping during work hours. Who told you that, Ren? Who told you that? Who snitched? Who snitched? Sure, just come over. I have some in the fridge. Sounds good. You did? Oh. Huh. I'm a rat. I'm a dirty, dirty rat that ratted myself out. I'm not finishing Hollow Knight. I keep staring at the game in my Steam list. I'm not finishing it. I'm not finishing it. That game sucks. That game sucks. That game continues to suck. No good. No good. Silk Song, more like I'm not playing it. 'Cause it sucks. Song. Grandma Relink has hot men. Grandma Relink has many, many hot men. Very homosexual game. Very turbo homosexual game. My favorite character in Grand Blue as an entire franchise is definitely Sandalphon. Probably to the surprise of no one. That guy's like, you know, come on. He's such a pretty boy. He's very dramatic. So cute. Oh my god. Little angel guy. Oh my god. And he wears heels. He wears heels. He wears heels. What kind of freak? What kind of freak of an angel wears heels? Fuwa, good morning. I'm alright. How have you been? Have you seen Spinach? It's a platformer. I have not seen Spinach, the platformer. That's not very of you, though. But yeah, Relink's a very good game. I would absolutely I would absolutely recommend playing through Relink. It's like Monster Hunter, but fun. Because it actually has a story. A pretty solid story, too. Not like groundbreaking. There's nothing groundbreaking about its storytelling. It's just like a fun, typical adventure fantasy story. Just fun. Just fun all around. And then you get a little bit of end game content. And then you play the next game. Simple as that. But really satisfying content. Really cool, awesome story. And very fun with friends, too. Good ass game. Good ass play. Good ass game. Play Grand Blue Relink. I could always use some more pats. I need to get something to sip on. I'll be right back. Favorite male character in Grand Blue is Belial for reasons. It's because he is a whore. I found the reason. Ren. I'm back. Chad, how do we feel about white Gatorade? White Gatorade. You know the one I'm talking about, like the cloudy white Gatorade. cherry. Is it cherry? Is that what the flavor is? I'm a big blue fan. But there's something about the appearance of white Gatorade that's just very tempting. I can't quite put my finger on it. But then I take a sip of the white Gatorade and I'm like, I don't know what I'm drinking. I don't know what I'm drinking. It's so mysterious. Like it's just, it's like the white air. It's the white one. Yes, it's the white Airheads. I'm like, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Cool Blue Gatorade is peak. Cool Blue and Arctic. Whatchamacallit? What is this called? Glacier Freeze. The light blue one is also really good. All the gift hats. Thank you, Jax. Lumberjack, that's not what I said. I said I found white Gatorade to be fascinating. Because normally with these fruit flavored drinks, you can very easily distinguish what type of flavor it's going to be. Because obviously when it's orange, it's going to be orange flavored. Orange flavored stuff always tastes the same. It's consistent and good usually. I like orange flavors. Same thing with yellow. Same thing with blue. You know what you're getting when you eat chemical blue. And chemical blue is yummy. You have white. White is a bit of a misleading. It never quite tastes the same because blue is always consistently stuff like cool blue or blue raspberry or something. That's pretty consistent, but it's never consistent with white. Can I say a fact that'll blow your mind? What's the fact? I shook my head around too much and now I have a headache. I need my daily dose of Red 40. Yum, yum, yum. Red 40. That's a very fascinating fact, Jax. Thank you for sharing. I learned nothing from this interaction, but I appreciate the information regardless. Yummy Blue 5. But yeah, do we have any MMO gamers in chat? It's really nice to satisfy that little MMO itch tickle that I had. I was trying to do one of those useless fact TikToks. I've seen TikToks, but I still never had the app on my phone. I used to just see TikToks through third parties. Toontown. What is Toontown? Sounds vaguely familiar. MMOs, Jax, like, you know, like World of Warcraft and stuff. Do you hook to Boys Protocol? Toto, I'm glad you're having fun with it. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with that game long term. It's just very mobile game. You know what I mean? Although, you know what I mean? Like, you've played it long for that. I am. You know what I mean, though. That game is very, very mobile game. You know what I mean? I feel like they're gonna shut down in like a year. I really feel like the game's gonna shut down in 1 year. I really feel like that's where it's headed. It does satisfy a very specific niche, though. The original game just shut down in a year. Yeah, dude, also, you know what this game is from, right? This game was, I was doing a bit of digging. Apparently the version of Blue Protocol that we have right now, Blue Protocol Star Resonance, it was apparently, well, yeah, but apparently this version of the game was a mobile version. Like you know how League of Legends has a mobile version of their game? What's like Wild Rift or whatever? It was supposed to be a mobile version of the game to run alongside it, with a different engine and different everything. and then the game got canceled, and then I think the game property was purchased by Tencent, you know, big Chinese company Tencent, and then it launched into what it is now. Big China. It is it is such it is a big ass mobile game. How is Crystal Vatland? I played it a little. I don't it didn't feel too right to me. Like it could maybe it gets better. Vale is how's Crystal Vatland? Feels the same kind of. I mean, I'm willing to give Crystal Vatland another try. It's just it didn't seem amazing. And if I'm gonna be playing an MMO, which is a game that just by nature of it requires you to sink hundreds of hours into it, it better be a good ass game. How's Crystal Vatland? Ototo, did you play Crystal Vatland? Oh my, it might be time. Clyde, it's over. I think we gotta play Final Fantasy 14. I think we have to get married in Final Fantasy 14. I haven't tried Blue Protocol yet, but it looks like the Comet is similar smoothness. I don't know about the smoothness stuff. It's all right. It's just tab targeting combat with a bit of rolling and stuff. Like, it's not. It has the gacha resin system. Oh no. Oh. Let me think here. I thought they never. I thought the. Did you ever play Final Fantasy 14? I thought the Final Fantasy 14's aesthetic seems right up your alley, though. Final Fantasy 14 is full of men that are just women. They're just basically women. Cloud was making fun of my character. I made my cute character, and Cloud was like, "You just made a woman." I'm like, "How dare you? How dare you? This is a big, strong, independent man. How dare you?" A small amount? Did you never get into it? I feel like that's a game you would really get into. I feel like that's a game you'd really like. It's also not the prettiest game, though. Like, that's pretty important, too. You are not making fun of me. You are simply making a keen observation. The financial maintenance. Oh, yeah, it's a game that requires $15 a month to play, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot it still uses that old model. Oh, no. No, 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 no. What's Ultima Online, Sappho? Can we get like a Spotify family plan for Final Fantasy 14 or something? Does that work like that? Yes, I know about the free trial to Final Fantasy 14. It's like a meme within the community. I know about it, yes. Wait. You are resin locked from completing the main quests. That is insane, actually. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, here, let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. I'll play it right now. I'll play a little bit right now. Are we still talking about MMOs? Yeah, I'm playing MMOs I played before. This is the wrong screen. I'm back in the void. I feel like Muse would be a huge Final Fantasy 14 player. Final Fantasy 14 seems right up Muse alley. Nope. Really? Okay, fair enough. I just know the elf boy. I like the elf boy from Final Fantasy 14. You know, with the twin sister. I really like that guy. He's really cute. I've seen a lot of artwork of that character. It's pretty good artwork. I can get behind a subscription model if it negates most of the paid advanced mechanics prolific throughout most MMOs. I don't know. MMOs just as a whole, the time is just kind of past for it. It really just is World of Warcraft and also, whatchamacallit, Final Fantasy 14 left. There are other MMOs out there, but the vast majority of them are very janky, outdated relaunches of games that are just kind of picked up by other publishers and kind of turned into a cash grab. I mean, that's not to say the original MMOs weren't cash grabs, because a lot of them are. I mean, basically all of them were. MMO Renaissance when? It's past. It's past that. Even in the MMO Renaissance, even in the MMO even in the MMO Renaissance, a lot of the games were just kind of mid. Like, they filled certain holes because other MMOs didn't do that, this or that, but just as a concept, so many of them are just flawed in a way that doesn't really, it's not really conducive to success in 2025. No, I have not seen that. I've seen a little bit, Saffron. Oh, you know what's a bad MMO though? I used to play bad MMO. How many people in chat have heard of Vindictus? That game is still online, by the way. I checked the Steam charts for Vindictus. It's consistently had maybe like 1 to 200 people online at any given time. And that game is somehow still alive. I don't know how. I don't know how that game has been on life support for so long. The title's lying, it's 101%. With a 2% margin of error. Owie. Maybe we need to play crap MMOs. Well, I've got a game for you. It's called Blue Protocol. It's a crap MMO. Would you like to play it with me? Here. Atoshi, good morning. Atoshi, I can't wait to see you again. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And also, you have ADHD? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Good morning, Atoshi. Why would I have ADHD? I don't know. Crappy MMOs are just kind of synonymous with regular MMOs nowadays. Can't think of a good MMO. Cannot think of a good MMO. Cannot think of a good MMO. Let's look at the list of all MMOs. Oh my god. Adventure Quest. That's an MMO. That's an MMO right there. Yeah, that game sucks. Wizard 101. When I was an 8-year-old child playing Wizard 101, when I was an 8-year-old child playing Wizard 101, I thought and they gave you like a little mount or a pet or something for 24 hours, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm a genius. I know how to make this last more than 24 hours. So I went into oh fuck me. Okay. So child me in Wizard 101 thought I could cheat the game by going to the clock settings in my computer and setting the time to a 1 full year back, and then I logged back into Wizard 101, and I was like, yes, now the game thinks that I have a full year left to use this thing. It didn't work, by the way. Hello, Bottom Mpreg. Listen, I'm proud of the many children that I've given birth to. I was also really hoping that strat would work. You know what strat that did work for though? That strat worked for Smurfs Village. I used to be a top 1% player in Smurfs Village. That's like one of the OG iPhone like mobile town building games. That game was fire. I was a top 1% player in Smurfs Village. I still remember because the pumpkins took 18 hours to grow, and I would just go inside my clock settings of my iPhone, and I would just boop it up by 24 hours in the future. Sounds good, Alex. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye now. Mwah. And then boom, I'd come back to pumpkins instantly because I tricked the game. I tricked it into thinking 18 hours had passed. And then I would keep doing that. Welcome back, chicken. How was your trip to the mall? What did you end up doing? I think Blade and Soul also relaunched not too long ago. That game is a pretty cool story. But, you know, it's pretty typical kind of... Besides that, it's pretty sloppy, though. Like, everything else about it is pretty typical. So you have to go. Have a lovely stream. Sounds good, Alex. You take care. Have a good rest of your day. Mwah. No, I don't have ADHD. I put Cool Blue first, then Glacier Freeze, then Orange, then Lemon Lime, then White Flavor, then Fruit Punch. No, Fruit Punch over... It's Fruit Punch, and then White Flavor, and then Berry. Berry's my least favorite flavor. Bulking season. Are you gonna big and chunky? What'd you do with that? Oh, I got a little Vulpix plushie from a claw machine yesterday. I'm very proud of that. I got it my first try. Well, technically, it's my second try. I think white and blue are the only acceptable flavors to me. I like orange. Orange tastes like what you expect it to. Just tastes like orange. Orange flavor. I'll send you a picture of it later, Haku. And those you aren't, you saying hi to Vale. Alright, orange juice fun? I hate orange juice. I don't hate orange juice. Actually, no. I like orange juice. I just haven't had it in a while. You're gonna be built like Komano Manato. Keep going, Cloud. You can absolutely do it. Sounds good. Send it to me, chicken. I'm excited to see it. Ow, 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 ow. I'd love to be built like that guy, red-haired Sweepy. Oh, he's so sweet. Did you watch like the little trailer for him, Cloud? He's such a sweet little guy. Not little. He's huge. He's ginormous. He's almost as tall as I am. What did you send me, chicken? What kind of terrible things have you sent me? Oh my god, I have so many unread messages. Oh my god, hold on. Fuck me. Oh my god, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 unread DMs to open. Oh my god. Oh, this is hell! I can't can't keep up with socializing. Yee. Oh. 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 Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Anyways, Allie, I'm really hoping that we'll get like a, I don't know. I want there to be an MMO that comes out that just completely revolutionizes the genre and culture around it. Kind of like what Genshin Impact did. Next one for sure? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm glad you had fun at the ball, chicken. Ah, wow, 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 wow. It was a good walk as well. And I haven't really worked out at all this week because I've been hosting friends, my moderators. I've been having a team meeting. I've been very intense team meetings with a moderation team. And finally, my moderators, I was like, yes, moderators, please. A cup of coffee, please. And they were like, right away, Snoopy. Absolutely. They didn't say that, actually, but at least I got to order them around in person. Why was I invited? You're invited. Would you like to come over? Do you have time and the finances to do so? We can talk about it, Shiloh. Now, they didn't listen to me and give me any coffee, but I still got to order them around. Same to you, chicken. Brat royalty needs to order people to live. It's in my blood. I have noble blood. Literally, I have noble blood. My great-grandfather was part of the line of nobility from an old dynasty, an old Chinese dynasty. So yes, I am a noble. I am a noble boy. Which is exactly why I'm commanding the respect that I deserve from you people. Do you throw that oat milk out? No. I choose to believe this headcanon. It's not headcanon, it's real. It's real. Oat milk fermentation. It's aged milk. It's like cheese now. I don't know. I'll have to ask my mom. Stewie, would I ever go to TwitchCon? Why on earth would I ever go to TwitchCon? Why the fuck would I go to TwitchCon? So I can watch Hassan shock his dog? Just watch a bunch of rich internet celebrities just arguing about it with each other about nothing? Fuck is there to do to TwitchCon? Fuck is there to see at TwitchCon? If you go to a Comic-Con, if you go to an anime expo, you get to see new products, you get to see new series coming out, you get to see the people that are in the field, you get to see, you know, cool celebrities and actors and stuff and people that are involved in the work of the media that you're really into. You know, you get to meet voice actors, you get to meet directors and stuff. You get to see previews of upcoming series and stuff. That's awesome. It's awesome. You get a lot of cool merchandise. What the fuck is there to do at TwitchCon? What the fuck is there to do at TwitchCon? You get to see a bunch of rich people sitting in the room all day, just with infinite money. And they think their opinion matters so much more than it does. Like what you're doing right now? Do people cosplay at TwitchCon? I could cosplay at TwitchCon. Let me just pour a giant bottle of sweat over myself. And I'll fit right in. I'll fit right in at TwitchCon. Come see me all up in a panel at TwitchCon talking about pink brat that bump his head into everything. Okay, I'd go to TwitchCon if that were the case, Dale. Stupid panel without stupid. There's a lot of cosplay at TwitchCon. There's a lot of cosplay everywhere! Who cares? Who cares? Who freaking cares? Comic-Con and anime expos are celebrations of media and properties and the culture around that's built around that. Celebrating what people love. What is there to do at TwitchCon? Literally, what is there to do at TwitchCon besides a bunch of people that just watch other people sit around in their room all day? With the most horrible takes on what it is to be means to be alive. These aren't people. They aren't people. They aren't people. Twitching at TwitchCon? That doesn't apply to Twitch specifically. Like, you got other platforms too, but seriously though, the rich, famous, big name live streamers have such a warped perspective of life and the world that it's genuinely unhuman. It's actually just not human. And it's just layers upon layers upon layers of actual narcissism. Like, I can play a character, and even my character, in my wildest dreams, could not be 1% as delusional as some of those big names in the live streaming community. And that's what people are celebrating at TwitchCon. You're celebrating that? You're not celebrating regular people. You're celebrating someone that shocks their dog and then starts arguing with people about it. That's what you're celebrating at TwitchCon. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to fucking Anime Expo and I'm celebrating this cool new show that I want to watch, or this cool new game that I'm really into. That's what I'm doing. What do you do at TwitchCon? He's trading his dog! He's trading his dog! What else would you be celebrating at TwitchCon? Asmongold's fucking dump site of a bedroom with actual rats and cockroaches swimming all around it? Disgusting. Disgusting.
Like, these creatures, these things, they genuinely aren't people. That too. Hey, Lazy, welcome to the chat. SnoopCon for real. We can hold a little SnoopCon. That what, their dog? I'm glad to be out of the loop. Yeah, Hemo, you're not missing out on anything. Just rich millionaires sitting at their desk thinking that their perspective on hot topic political issues matters. And then arguing with people about electrocuting their dog because it was moving out of the frame of the camera. You're really not missing anything. Do you like frogs? I like frogs. They're kind of scary, though, because a lot of them are very poisonous. The cute-looking ones that are very bright are super poisonous. SnoopCon hosted in a Washington coffee shop. I mean, there was up to 5 participants at this year's SnoopCon. It was great. It was great. Oh, I'm quite the SnoopCon myself. You're a pervert. Pervert. Will you have a ball pit at SnoopCon? No, I think instead of getting a ball pit, I think we'll get one of those inflatable pools. So, what if you hosted it at the first Starbucks on the coast? Where is that? Is that somewhere in Washington? Is that the Pike Place one? With a gum wall in Seattle? Disgusting ass Seattle. Seattle sucks, by the way. This year's SnoopCon was hosted at the Seattle Gum Wall. This is better than the 3.5 person turnout last year. Explaining the half of body to management was really awkward. Yeah, after that incident, we no longer have ball pits. The gum wall sounds like an awesome adventure. We should go. We should go to the gum wall in the middle of the summer during a heat wave. That way, when you have people hawk to us spitting their gum onto the wall to add to the culture of it, you can really smell the chewed gum and just the saliva glazing over itself, forming a cement-like barrier adhesive to the wall. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. Seattle sucks. City tier list, Seattle F tier. Los Angeles F tier. Boston, Massachusetts, D tier. Chicago, F tier. Chicago, F tier. San Francisco's poop map, F tier. Toronto, Canada, it's too big, F tier. Edmonton, Canada, it's too flat. There's nothing to do there, F tier. Vancouver, Canada, if you like fentanyl, it's A tier. Otherwise, F tier. What else we got? Hong Kong. Hong Kong's a fascinating place to be. C tier. What city is good then? Let me think. What's a good city? I can't think of a single good city. Cities are in general just kind of ass. I don't know, maybe somewhere in Europe or Asia where it's like very clean. I'm sure somewhere in Singapore would be great. Would be like a nice A tier city, but I've never been there, so like something like Bangkok maybe. I'd probably put in like A or S. I haven't been around the world. I'm used to like North American places with you know very downtown heavy areas full of like with a lot of drug use and homeless issues and poor city infrastructure. It's just. Yeah, cities are no good. My friend made my TikTok and Reddit gay. How did he do that? Los Angeles might actually get an F minus though. Los Angeles is ass. Holy smokes, Los Angeles is horrifying. Going through the streets of Los Angeles is like walking from Good Springs to New Vegas. It is awful. It is awful. So when are we building the Snoop City? I guess we could take over the Akon City. The ruins of Akon City. I will not stand for the slander. New York is worse. I haven't been to New York. What letters after F? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Well, I guess I can't go with an F. New York City gets an F minus too. What else? Cities in video games? Excuse me. Mondstadt, A tier. Leeway Harbor, B tier. The Spider-Man version of New York, F tier. Penacony, S tier. American cities freaking suck. I can imagine. I'm not sure if this is I genuinely don't think there's a single good American city. The Strip in New Vegas, C tier. White Run. White Run's a good one. White Run gets A tier. LA is good if you walk to beaches, mini cities, or anything above the 101. Everything else can be peak but has homeless. Waterdeep. I don't know about Sigil. Gale's from Waterdeep, isn't he? Gale's annoying and he ate my magic items. D tier. What city are you in, A2? Baldur's Gate? Big ass city. Too much shit happening in Baldur's Gate. Too much shit happening. It gets a B tier. Denver, never been there. Denver gets a D tier. D for Denver. Gale needed to eat a shoe lest he explode. Well, he should have fucking exploded. Why has he got to eat my shoes? He's a big, strong wizard, man. He can get his own magical items. Oh, please, please. Please, player character. Please, I need your magic item. Please, I'm going to die. I'm going to die if I don't eat your magic item that you worked for. Please. New Eridu? New Eridu is probably an S tier. New Eridu is probably the only S tier city I've given so far. New Eridu sounds like an awesome place to be. Let's see here. Yeah, legit, it actually looks nice to live in. I would absolutely live in New Eridu. Don't know why people lose their S word over the homeless. I lived in places where half the shops were boarded up, rundown crime shacks. Several, you're comparing. You're doing the thing where it's like, why do people care about this issue when there's bigger issue? Homelessness is a very difficult thing to address. I mean, I'm not a fucking sociology expert, so I don't have the answer for it. But evidently, very few people do, because apparently the only thing cities can come up with to address the homeless issue is by putting spikes on their benches. Awesome. You did it, city. Awesome.
I've been wearing my skirts a lot lately, and it's been really cold.
Chat, can you help me figure this out? For some reason, during the winter season, when I'm wearing a mini skirt and I go outside, for some reason it's really chilly and cold, and I can't quite put my finger on why that is. Lumberjack, you're talking about homeless people like they're SCPs. I can't contribute much to the topic of homelessness in general. That is way beyond my level of education. Not to mention and not so many, every case is so wildly individualized. Yeah, some people just don't have enough support. Some people are just dickwads.
Tori, have you been having fun with it? I installed my new router. Congratulations, Lala. I cannot figure out how to install that kind of stuff. I need a big, strong man to install a router for me. I'm glad you've been having fun, Tori. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm running out of blue Gatorade. Mods! Mods! Mods, can you give me another blue Gatorade, please?
Oh, right. My mods are gone. I'm all alone. Just not a fan of Hollow Knight. That game kind of sucks. Ugh. Metroidvanias in general are just such a homeless genre.
Is he echoing or am I dumb? I hope I'm not echoing. Do you happen to have 2 tabs open?
Another mana potion.
1 mana potion, please. I need to cast more spells.
RTS is a homeless genre. There hasn't been a good one in a decade. Okay, homeless was the wrong word. It's a jobless genre. The people that I know playing RTSs like StarCraft and stuff are actually like the most well-educated people I know. Because those types of games require you to like crank out your brain power to wumbo. You're right, there hasn't really been a good one though. Because they're still playing StarCraft 2. I guess you can play Minecraft. The Minecraft Legends or what? Who want to play Minecraft Legends? Is that the one with the RTS? That seems pretty awesome. Am I echoing? Chad, am I echoing? None of you have been telling me. Hello? Hello? Echo, 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 echo. Echo, 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 echo. You're looking for tips for VTubing, Allie. What stage are you at? Are you still in the you're thinking about starting to do it stage? The best tip? Don't. I mean, you could. Is VTubing a skill tree? VTubing is absolutely a skill tree. Unfortunately, I spec'd all my points into arrogance. It's been lacking in a whole lot of other areas. I don't have a single point invested into patience. What's boob without the last B? Bob. I don't get it. How do you get skill points for it then? You need to unlock reputation points with your viewers, and then they will send you anywhere from 5 to 25 skill points per month. Are you making it yourself, Ali? If you're making all the assets yourself, then you don't have too much to worry about on that front. The main thing you need to worry about is if you're just an entertaining person. Some people are just not fun to be around. That is kind of just an unfortunate truth. You can learn into it. You can learn how to be more entertaining and stuff, but some people are just not fun. Some people are just not fun to hang around. And so you need to like really make sure you're vibing with your target audience. Every time you say "ah, wah, wah, wah," I can feel the plus sign on the top of my head like I'm a Sims character. Is it improving your Sims mood, Vale? How to make sure I'm entertaining person? That's something I cannot answer for you, Aldi. Inject the ah wah 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 into me. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah ah wah. I was thinking about playing Silent Hill F, but I can't run it. Not only can I not run it, I heard the game isn't phenomenal either. I heard it's fine, but I'm not gonna play I'm not gonna pay AAA price for a game that's just all right. I mean, I can't even run Five Nights at Freddy's. It's over. Get a 3070? I have an old crusty computer. Okay, Goober. Is your computer okay? Oh, it's a very outdated computer. I have a GTX 1080. I need a new graphics card and like new power supply and stuff. We'll get you a new and soft computer. Why is it soft? Is my computer squishy? Is my computer made out of pudding? What's going on there? How did you settle with your design? I literally just put scrapped together ideas that I liked. Allie. There's no real definite answer for that. Just put together things that you like and things that are appealing. "2000s weird computer design." I've never seen weird designs like that before. With a boy alongside it, a real boy? Awesome. Yeah, that's a steal. I know what all those numbers and letters mean. I'm glad you do because I don't. Out. I need to get a really fancy new graphics card to play new stuff. But those are going to be like $1,000. That's a lot of money. Do you know how many cosplays that is? Like, sure, I already have $1,200 worth of cosplays that are just sitting around in my closet. But I could get $1,200 more if I just don't upgrade my computer. I need my energy drinks. Coffee isn't cutting it for me anymore. Coffee is so warm and nice. And cheap. You goober. What did I do this time, Tori? Almost lunchtime? I heard if you lay off the energy drinks for a while and then use them again, it will work again better / better again. This is true, but I kind of just needed to get through my day in general, Moon. Because I work most days, so I can't really afford to just not have energy for that. Even with the caffeine that I intake, I still kind of pass out at work a good chunk of the time. It's not ideal, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? Aw, Tori. Mwah. It's been a little while since we've had some chit chat. I hope we've been doing well. You can do a subathon for a new graphics card. I don't want to do that though. Not another subathon. Plus, I'm still working on the subathon things for my previous thing. It takes a while. It takes a while to get done. Serene, long time no cheese. How have you been? Is school going alright? I adore caffeine, but chronic use means you can only mask tiredness at some point. I love masking! I love masking my tiredness! I'll be right back. I drank too much blue Gatorade. You know what that means. I ran out of calculus. Are you looking for more puzzles to solve, Cry? Is that it? Alright, I'm back. And it's almost lunchtime. I had sushi for lunch today. But yeah, does anyone have any suggestions for spooky games to play for this Halloween? Tatai, good morning. I don't think much has come out except like Silent Hill F, right? I guess there's like whatchamacallit? What's that one game? The No I'm Not Human. That's like the I think I know too much about that game though. Wanna try the Baby in Yellow? What's the Baby in Yellow? Why is there a baby in yellow? Is he a boss? Is he a boss baby? I don't think it's complete yet. I don't want to play an incomplete game. Because he's a baby and also he's yellow. Is that why he's called the Baby in Yellow? That's incredible. There's like a Wizard Lethal Company clone that came out for free. Yeah, that's like a group game that you arrange on. That's like a group game though. I know the one you're talking about, Taita. And also there's like a million Lethal Company clones that came out. Blood Money, Mouthwashing, Shift at Midnight. I've seen a good chunk of those. I don't know. I'm not a big liminal space person. Blue Protocol Fishing is a horror game. It's a little scary. Because you can sometimes get jump scared by garbage fish. Duck Seasons? What's Duck Seasons? Duck Seasons. Huh, what the heck is this? I've never seen this before. Huh. Looks neat. I might take a look at that. It has hide spots for you to cover. But I don't like hiding. It's scary. If I have to hide, that means there's scary things to hide away from. I'm really suffering from the dopamine whiplash from no longer playing Clover Pit. Clover Pit was such a massive dose of dopamine that I have not been able to recover from. There's just so much, just so much winning. Like, I was just winning. I just didn't stop. It was just so much. It was so much winning. It was just so much winning. I love winning, and I hate losing. Never go into a casino, you silly. Please. Can we please go to the casino, please? What if I won? What if I won big? They'll eat you up. I will not be eaten up. I'd be protected by my big man. Himbo? Himbo, can you cosplay as Kumano Manato? Snoopy, you're that big man? Oh yeah, I am. I almost forgot that. Why'd you agree to that, Himbo? This is foolish. You are being foolish. Puppet combos and good names. Puppet combo makes like those like like the ones with like the VCH, VSH, VCR, VSR, VHSs, VHS. I'm fucking stupid. VHS filters, like the grainy filter games with the. Oh my god, I cannot believe I completely forgot that. That was a weird brain fart. The old spaghetti one. I think I've seen playthroughs for most of those games. Oh yeah, no, I've seen those. It's a bit too graphic for me. I don't know. I think it might be a bit too graphic. You know, whoever... I started to think I just don't like game. Maybe Alex was onto something. Maybe I just don't like playing video games. Maybe I just want a button that gives me dopamine. Maybe I should just play Cookie Clicker. I'm gonna be the best Cookie Clicker streamer on this planet. Don't you all forget, I'm the biggest white knuckle streamer. Oh my god, I don't want to play that game. Competitive 1v1 Cookie Clicker. I would demolish you in competitive 1v1 Cookie Clicker. Yeah, but Resident Evil's puzzles. Resident Evil has puzzles, and I hate solving puzzles. I've seen a playthrough for Shipwrecked 64. That's also mascot horror. Is that considered mascot horror, Moon? Cry, you weren't here for this, but did you know that I beat White Knuckle? I was cracked at that game. I demolished that game. You should have seen the schmoves I was pulling out. Can you beat it again? I'm not doing that. I'd have to be... No one on this planet possesses enough money to bribe me into playing White Knuckle again. That was so frustrating. It was so stressful and frustrating. It was very satisfying to beat, but I don't think I'd do it again. I really don't think I'd do it again. Oh my god, see, a new update came out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's only halfway? I don't want to make a new playthrough every single time there's a new update, though. Ugh. White Knuckle is good, though. It is actually a good thing. As much crap as I give White Knuckle's actually probably the best horror game I've ever played. You will never hear me admit that again, but White Knuckles right under Inscription is right under Inscription. Right under Inscription, it's the best horror game I've ever played. It's not even close to. It's such a good game. Sounds good, Charlie. Okay, you take care. I will see you all tomorrow because I have to get some lunch. I'm lunch because I need to be healthy. Mwah. Mwah. I'm not lunch. I need to eat lunch. I will see you all tomorrow, okay? Have a great rest of your day. I'll see some of you later. I'll see some of you tomorrow. I'll see some of you when I see you. But regardless, I will miss all of you. Mwah. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. Love you all. Bye-bye, Tori. Bye, Hit. Bye, Himbo. Bye, Cry. Bye, Sephro. Bye, Toto. Thank you. Oh, Toto's so sweet. Mwah. Bye, Haku. Bye, Himbo. Bye, Chicken. Bye, Moon. Bye, Hit. Bye, Cloud. Bye, Chicken. You have a great day, too. Bye-bye, everyone else I didn't get a chance to say bye to. Mwah.